Hi guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan podcast. And on this podcast, we will share the patient's personal story with battling kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and more. Guys, we'll also share stories of hope and encouragement for those that are in need of a living kidney donor. We will also advocate for them, a living donor, to step forward to give them the miracle gift of life of transplant. Guys, based upon my personal near-death experience with kidney disease, I started this streaming show called Hope with Jonathan, and also this podcast, Hope with Jonathan Podcast. Guys, if you want to hear more stories like this, please stay tuned. Hope with Jonathan podcast is in collaboration with Impact America Media, where we share patient stories, giving them inspiration, motivation, and encourage them with hope to continue on. Hope with Jonathan podcast is in collaboration with Impact America Media. For more information, go over to JITJtransplant.com. Hey guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan podcast. Thanks for all the support for the podcast, also for Hope with Jonathan. Definitely appreciate it. If you're interested in helping out and supporting what we're doing with Hope with Jonathan and the Hope with Jonathan podcast, you can definitely do so by clicking on the listener support. Also, you can find us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also on YouTube, and you can find us also on TikTok. All you have to do is type in Hope with Jonathan, and you can find Hope with Jonathan podcast. You can find us on almost all platforms, mainly on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're on some others, but feel free to find us on any platform that you can. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in and listening to Hope with Jonathan. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Hey guys, go over to www.kidneywarriormerch.com. Submit your story today and get a shot at being the Warrior of the Month. If you're selected as the Warrior of the Month, you'll get a chance to interview with Hope with Jonathan podcast. Whether you're a kidney warrior, kidney dialysis patient, or even a kidney transplant patient, or maybe you've just been diagnosed with kidney disease, go over to www.kidneywarriormerch.com and submit your story today. Kidney Warrior Merch is a supporter of Hope with Jonathan podcast. Again, guys, that's www.kidneywarriormerch.com. KidneySolutions.org, a network of transplant experience. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. KidneySolutions.org. Kidney transplantation is an excellent option for patients
with kidney disease who want to live a life free of dialysis. Kidney Solutions is facilitated by transplant professionals, recipients, and living donors who want to assist patients in finding a living kidney donor and help them and their families through the pre- and post-transplant process. You can contact Kidney Solutions at 830-285-2140. Again, kidneysolutions.org, a network of transplant experience.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hope with Jonathan podcast. This is your host, Jonathan Trailer. Hey guys, really appreciate all the support for Hope with Jonathan podcast. Really appreciate my guest, Miss Leslie Marie White from the Atlanta, Georgia area, the ATL. Yep, she came through and she interviewed with Hope with Jonathan a little while ago. Wanted to get this podcast in, this live interview that I did with Leslie. Leslie's got an amazing story. She suffers with Alport syndrome. Alport syndrome can cause hearing loss as well as kidney failure. So that's an interesting fact about Alport syndrome. Leslie comes on and shares her amazing story with battling Alport syndrome, which ended up affecting her hearing and her kidneys. And she's got an amazing story, guys. Really appreciate her coming on. For more information on Leslie Marie White, you can check her out on Facebook at Leslie Needs a Kidney. She's got an advocacy page on here for her donor search. She's got a lot of different information on here, different stories. In this bio right here, it talks about pretty much kind of her story. You guys need to go over and check it out. Leslie Marie White. Again, Leslie Needs a Kidney. It's a group page, but it's easy to find. Again, she's got her information in here. Go ahead and read in here about the page, and it'll talk a little bit more in depth about her story. She's been all over. She's done an interview as well now with the Warriors Quest show, and you can find that one on YouTube as well. She's also been in newspaper articles, been on billboards. She's also listed with kidneysolutions.org. You can go over to www.kidneysolutions.org and you can get a whole lot of different information about Leslie on our waiting page. We have many patients in need on that page, but also included on there is Leslie Marie White. The phone number to kidneysolutions.org for more information is 830-285-2140. You can talk to Mr. Kent Bressler, and you can get more information on Leslie Marie White. Like I said, guys, I appreciate Leslie for coming on Hope with Jonathan, doing the podcast with me. It's an amazing way to get your story out there. If you're a kidney warrior in need of a living donor and you'd like to get your story out, you can always message us over on Hope with Jonathan. You can message me personally at Jonathan Trailer. You can message me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Also have a YouTube channel, Hope with Jonathan. We're pretty much everywhere. But guys, listen, this is on the serious note. Leslie needs a kidney. She needs a donor. She, like I said, she's in the Atlanta, Georgia area, listed at Emory, which is a well-known facility, has an awesome program. I know some different people that are transplanted there And they talk about the program there and that it's an amazing program there at Emory in Atlanta, Georgia. So, guys, please, if you would, please go over to Leslie Needs a Kidney and join her group. And let's support Leslie. Let's surround her with some support and share for her in any way that you can. You never know when you share someone's poster or video or flyer. You never know who's going to come in contact with it, and you just never know by you sharing it. You taking that just quick few seconds to click that share button or to pass a flyer around or whatever you would want to do to help a person. You never know who that's going to come in contact with. And, it's an awesome thing to do. It's the right thing to do to help somebody in need. And you need to think about it like this. If you come across this podcast and you're not aware of advocacy and you're not aware of kidney disease, and people that are on dialysis and people in need of a living donor for transplant, life-saving transplant, you have no idea. But think about it like this. If you were going through this personally, okay, if you were faced with this disease, kidney disease, no matter how you get it, whether it's FSGS, lupus, chronic kidney disease, Alport's, think about it as how would you want to handle it? And think about it like this. How would you want your friends and family to help support you? You would want them to share. Okay, guys, you would want them to click the share button. You would want them to share it everywhere. Because like I said, you never know who that's going to come in front of, and God is going to work on that person's heart and compel them to step forward to be a living donor. And or at least go get tested to find out. And even if you don't get accepted as a donor, at least the person tried. And that in itself is awesome. But again, guys, I want you guys to enjoy this interview. I definitely appreciate Leslie for doing the interview with Hope with Jonathan. Always honored to share another kidney warrior story. Like I said, really appreciate her. I want you guys to go ahead and get the opportunity to go ahead and roll into it. And please enjoy this. And guys, if you would, please like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, all of the above over on YouTube, Hope with Jonathan. It would help me out tremendously if you go over and follow that channel. And again, guys, I'm going to let you guys enjoy this interview. Please, I appreciate everyone's support. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And guys, please go join Leslie's page. Leslie Needs a Kidney. Like I said, it's a group page on Facebook. For more information, you can reach out to kidneysolutions.org. You can find more information under the waiting page. Again, that phone number is 830-285-2140. You want to talk to Mr. Kent Bressler. You want to mention Leslie Marie White. All right, guys, take care of yourself. God bless you. Take care of your kidneys.
Be strong.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan. Welcome back to another episode with Hope with Jonathan. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I would appreciate also if you guys would share this broadcast. Like my man Jared Brown says, don't be stingy. Please share this broadcast. I'd love for you guys to interact and comment. Please don't be afraid to smash that share button. And guys, I really have a very special guest today, a kidney warrior out of Atlanta, Georgia. She's listed at Emory, and her information is scrolling below. Her name is Leslie Marie White, and she is currently battling Alport syndrome, currently in need of a living kidney donor. Guys, I want to bring her on and let her share her personal journey with battling Alport's syndrome and battling kidney disease. This is going to be a really a great, inspiring interview, wanting to get the word out to share her personal journey. These interviews are so important to help those that are in need of a living kidney donor that we could, get the word out and help share her story. So again, guys, if you would please share this with your friends, and don't be stingy. And guys, also you can share your story with Kidney Warrior merch, and you guys can go there and submit your story, and Kyle will make sure at Kidney Warrior merch that you can go over there and share your story. Again, guys, don't be afraid to go over and smash that share button. All right, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Please, again, let's welcome our special guest, Leslie Marie White from Georgia.
One, two, three, come on.
Hey, Leslie, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hey, I appreciate you coming on today and doing the show with Hope with Jonathan.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem at all. So, Leslie, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
As a small child, I was diagnosed with Alport's disease, which is a rare disease and it's genetic.
Okay.
I have two sisters, and my oldest sister also has Alport's. And we've been battling this disease all of our life. But when she was 7, I think she was 7 or 12, it was back in 1984, the year I was born. She had a transplant, her first one. My dad gave her a kidney. And I've never had a transplant. I'm currently on the list and I'm looking for a live donor. I found out in September of last year that it was time to put me on the transplant list. I found out that my GFR, they thought it was 14 back in September. So that was really shocking and scared all of us. We were not expecting that. So he got me referred out to Emory, and then I immediately started getting on the transplant list, like doing all the requirements and stuff. And I've been trying to find a donor any way possible I could find to ask people if they would consider donating. I've been posting my flyers everywhere. As part of my Alports and kidney disease, I also found out I'm anemic. So I'm battling that too. And it's kind of hard to tell sometimes if it's the kidney disease, the anemia, what's causing me to feel the way I feel. I mean, I feel dizzy, lightheaded, I get tired easy. And it's just been a struggle. I mean, I'm not really on a strict diet, but my nephrologist wants me to watch my potassium intake and my salt and watch my protein intake. He said what I'm doing is fine now, but don't eat things high in potassium for me. And I know everybody's diet is different when they have kidney problems.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. In the store, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm looking at these labels and I'm like, some don't have potassium on it because they're not required to, and some do. Like, I have all this random stuff that I can eat, or I think I can eat, and I'm like, how can I make a meal out of this?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I better get used to this, but hopefully I can get my transplant and find someone who is nice enough to offer me and we're a match. So I don't have to go through with dialysis. Luckily, I'm not in dialysis yet, and I just hope that I don't have to go on it. I'm like terrified of going on dialysis.
Yeah.
So I just feel like time is of the essence for sure. My sister, my healthy sister with no Alports, she was recently tested at Emory, like evaluated. Didn't work out with that. So I knew not to get my hopes up too high because I've heard of a lot of stories of people having like 8 or 10 or more people like offer and they didn't work out. So in the back of my head, not to get too excited, but something told me like, maybe this is it. Like, because family's usually the better match. So I figured she would be my match, but it didn't turn out. So God has other plans for me. So I'm here waiting to see what happens, what is in store for me. And
Sure. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about Alport's syndrome. So Alport syndrome is a genetic condition characterized by kidney disease, hearing loss, and eye abnormalities. People with Alport syndrome experience progressive loss of kidney function. Almost all affected individuals have blood in their urine, which indicates abnormal functioning of the kidneys. So I wanted to share that for those that don't know what Alport syndrome is about. It's a very unique disease. I believe it's considered to be a rare disease, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And from what I understand, I mean, I could be wrong, but from what I understand is it's mostly dominant in males. And me and my sister both have it, and it's rare, and we have like no idea where in the family it came from. So it's just random.
And you say it affects you and your sister, huh?
Yes, I have 2 sisters. One has disease, and my oldest sister does, and she's already had a transplant, but she actually needs another one. But her numbers are better than mine. She's like a 20 GFR. So she's not considered active at Emory on the transplant list unless you're below 20, which last time mine was 16, but it fluctuates. So I'm still within range, so I'm still active.
we want to send a shout out to our watchers and viewers right now. Kidney Warrior Merch, Kyle Hockridge, we appreciate you tuning in. Steve Belcher has chimed in. Yes, Steve, this actually is a new subject for me. Alport's. This is someone brand new that I've never actually covered an interview before on Alport. So yeah, this is something totally new for me. And hello, Uncle Jim Myers. How are you? Thank you very much for sharing. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your hearing loss, because it's actually caused you some hearing losses from what you were telling me.
Yes, I wear hearing aids in both ears, and I have ever since I was little. And I or contacts also. So my sister that has Alports, she also wears hearing aids, but her hearing is way worse than mine. And she wears glasses as well. So
the Alports can have a major effect on your hearing and on your kidneys as well.
Yeah, and it can continue to get worse.
Is there any medication on the market or any research on the market that they're trying to do to help Alport patients cope?
No, not that I've heard of. I mean, my nephrologist hasn't said anything to me about it. I would guess he would by now, but I mean, sometimes they give you like blood pressure medicine if you have high blood pressure, but that's with any kidney person. But they haven't. I actually have low blood pressure, so that could also be a reason why I get dizzy.
Yeah,
it's usually right above 100, like my blood pressure.
So you're currently not on dialysis, am I correct?
Yes, I'm not.
So how do you think at the current time that you've been able to avert being on dialysis? Do you think that it was due to the fact that you've been watching your diet, or what type of actions are you doing to try to continue to avert being on dialysis?
Well, for when I found out in September of last year how low my kidney function was, I cut out all sodas. I drink lots of water. I at least drink 64 ounces a day, at least. I watch what I eat more. Lots of fruit and veggies. I mean, and also with Alports, it can make you like, it can make your weight low. I guess that's with kidney disease also. I guess both, I don't know. But my sister's small too. My nephrologist recently put me on a medication called sodium bicarb. He said it would help with my low blood pressure, and he said my blood was acidic. But other than that, and taking iron supplements for being anemic, that's really all I'm on. He's never put me on any medication with Alport.
Yeah. So if you get to a point where you possibly have to be on dialysis, which we're gonna, hopefully continue to share for you, and maybe a living donor will come forth for you. Have you made up your mind of a possibility, since it sounds like you'll be able to make a choice of which type or version of dialysis you'll choose to do? Will you do hemo, or will you think about doing PD?
I definitely want to do peritoneal dialysis because I don't think I can handle big needles going in my arm. Like, I don't think I could do that like every other day. Like, I'm sure I could do it, but like mentally, I think that would just like, I don't know. And plus with COVID and everything, I know you can do home hemo, but I don't see myself poking myself or my husband poking me either with needles, like for hemo. I can see myself doing PD. I'm glad that option is there. I would totally try to do that first. And I would like to learn more about that too. I mean, I did a lot of research about it. I've watched YouTube and how machines work and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also interested in learning like what other people do for potassium restrictions, like snacks, like meals, like anything like that. I'd be interested in learning about.
Yeah. I believe that diet is definitely key for you, for sure. To continue to watch those potassiums, such as not eating a lot of potatoes or staying away from tomatoes and things like that. I know beans are another one. So I think as long as you stay away from most of those, there's some other vegetables, things like that are high in potassium that you have to be aware of. But as long as you continue to watch your diet, as far as potassium is concerned, then you should be okay. Are you what type of diet are you following? The renal diet right now?
But I'm just watching my potassium
Yeah.
and limiting my protein. I'm not a big meat eater as it is, but
Yeah.
so that's kind of helped me. It's not like a big loss there, but I
Yeah.
do just not a lot, not in big portions. I don't have it with every meal either. Some days I won't have any meat at all.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, we definitely appreciate Leslie coming on. Guys, I want to let you know that her information is ticking down below on the ticker down below. As you can see, Leslie is listed with kidneysolutions.org. You can go to www.kidneysolutions.org and you can get pre-screened. You can click right on the link under the waiting tab. And again, guys, that's kidneysolutions.org. You can find Leslie's tab there where she's listed there on the website, along with many other patients as well. Leslie is currently a blood type O. Although an O can only receive an O, there's also the paired exchange program so that you can definitely do a kidney swap in that situation. Emory Transplant Center in Atlanta, Georgia is where she's listed at. The phone number is listed there below. Again, we'd ask for you to please go over to www.kidneysolutions.org and you can find out more information regarding Leslie Marie White. Guys, if you would please smash that share button and continue to be engaged in this interview. But yeah, Leslie, I got a couple more questions for you. And again, I really appreciate you coming on, sharing your story. I'm really interested on this subject of the Alports because I've never interviewed any patient before that was suffering with this. I've interviewed patients with FSGS and lupus and chronic kidney disease with, battling type 2 diabetes, hypertension, things like that. So it's definitely an interesting one, especially with the hearing loss, because my sister is actually hearing impaired. So I can connect with you on that. I don't know if I told you about that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my sister is completely deaf. My mom used to be a certified interpreter for the hearing impaired. So sign language was always in my house. I learned how to sign at an early age. Just picked it up from my mom and my sister. And we've been signing for a long time. So it definitely intrigued me when you talked about having hearing loss due to the Alports.
I know very sign language, but I know it a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. Judy Aiken may be able to help with some diet questions. That is true. Judy Aiken is Judy's Journey Hawaii on all social media platforms. She came on our show. She's following a diet as well to avert dialysis. So you can check in with her. She lives in Hawaii. Her handles on social media is Judy's Journey Hawaii, or you can reach out to Judy Aiken. I can give you that information after the show, but yeah, she's definitely a source of resource for diet changes and things like that. And hello, Facebook user. I appreciate you sharing. I don't know who Facebook user is, but we appreciate you sharing. So Leslie, like, explain like your lifestyle and things like how the Alports and having kidney disease, how that's affecting you right now.
Well, right now, I mean, I'm still working full time. I'm trying as I can. Like I said, I'm not in dialysis, so that's good. I usually don't feel like doing a whole bunch because I'm dizzy and tired. So I usually just stay at home, especially with COVID. I'm just trying to like stay home, go to work, and not be around a bunch of people all the time. My son, he's 13. He attends school, and when I do get a match for a kidney transplant, I plan on keeping him home and doing online school if that's still an option with his school. My husband, he is a stay-at-home. He works from home. He currently has 2 jobs. He's working. Other than that, I mean, just living normally, as normal as I can with the Alports. I mean, I've had it all my life. It's just to the point to where it's kind of getting scary, I guess. But I feel like the more I learn, the better I feel about it, and it's less scary. I definitely noticed that. Pretty much just living, trying to get by, thankful for another day. Every day I wake up, I check my legs, check my arms, check my face, see if it looks swollen. I weigh myself. I think I'm just paranoid.
Good deal, honestly, to do all those things because you're making sure that because you don't want to get overloaded with fluid. That's for sure. I'm speaking from personal experience because overloading of fluid can shut down your other organs. So your heart, your lungs, and all that. So that's a good thing that you're checking your fluids and checking your body to make sure you're not, really swollen. Because that was something that I probably should have recognized right away. It was I woke up and I couldn't put my shoes on. So that is definitely a light bulb right there that, hey, there's something completely wrong. So how about your stamina? Like, are you able to go all day without being really, really exhausted and tired, or how's that working for you?
I usually notice I start getting tired when I get home from work. Like when I get home from work, I don't feel like moving. I don't feel like doing much. If I know if I sit down, that is it. That is it. So I try not to sit down unless I know, okay, I can go to sleep whenever I want. There's nothing else I need to do. But yeah, usually I'm good with being tired
Yeah.
until about 5:30, 6, 7. Then I start really getting sleepy. Like I can't hold my eyes open. But I don't really feel that nauseous. Every now and then I'll feel a little queasy and I'm wonder, did I eat too much of something? Like, because I know uremia is a thing. So I'm aware of that. So sometimes I get queasy, but it's nothing alarming, I don't think. I also take my blood pressure a lot just to,
Yeah.
because just to make sure it stays the same. It doesn't go high because I know high blood pressure can cause damage to your kidneys and other organs. And I know there's no real way to, unless you get blood work done, if your potassium is high, if you had too much potassium that day.
Yep.
Just
I,
like,
I will tell you that if that's a sign with the blood pressure, that if your kidneys are starting to really, really decline, uh, your blood pressure will be out of whack, and it'll be fluctuating up and down, and it'll probably go high though, and be alarming high, like really high. I know that mine went crazy high. Like my top numbers were in the 200s. My bottom numbers were in the 100s, like somewhere around like 140s, 130, 140s. Um, so which is extremely high. I'm talking about like really high. I was really lucky I didn't have a stroke. That's how
yeah,
high mine was. Yeah. And the only thing that would bring it down is if I went and walked. So I'd walk, exercise, come home, recheck my blood pressure, and it would be in the 130s over 85, 86. And then just within a few couple hours later, it would be right back up to, the 200s over 120s, 130s again. So that was another sign that, hey, there was something going on and I needed to go get it checked out. So definitely, I think you're doing the right things. You need to stay on top of your fluid. You're checking your body for extra fluid. Staying on top of your blood pressure, controlling your diet. I think you're doing all the right things, and I think you're on the right track. Let's talk a little bit about your support system. You mentioned having a husband and a son. Um, is that pretty much right now who's your source of strength?
yeah, I have a really big support group. I mean, people at my work, my sisters, their husbands, their kids, my mom and dad, friends. I have a lot of people praying for me too, so that definitely helps. I mean, Kent Bressler, he's been a really big help. So have you. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't meet you guys. I can just call you up or text you and any of you guys, and you'll get back to me right away if you miss a call, answer my questions, or if you don't know the answer, you'll find it. You'll know somebody who knows the answer. It's been a really big help.
Yep. I when you first messaged me, and we started talking and things. And by the way, I appreciate you having the determination and strength to reach out to me. Some people are nervous, or maybe they're scared to reach out because they don't know what I'll say, or maybe they're just afraid in general to meet new people. But I appreciate you having the strength to do that. And just to let everybody know, feel free to reach out if you ever want to interview or share your story. You can find me pretty much anywhere. But where did you see me first, or what drawed you in to contact me?
I like to listen to podcasts, and so when I'm working, I like to listen to them. So I was just doing a general search of like kidneys, stuff with kidneys in it, and I was looking around and I was like trying to find one that looked interesting to me, and yours popped up. Yours is one of the first ones to pop up, so I clicked it and I started listening to it, and I was like, okay, this sounds like it could keep me like interested. And I was listening to it and I was like, oh my gosh, when I heard your story and what happened to you, how you like fell out of bed and stuff, that was crazy. And then I was like, I'll reach out to him, let him know that I enjoy his podcast. So, and then you led me to Kent too, which is awesome. He's helped me a lot too in his podcast. I like to listen to his too.
Yeah. Oh, well, I really appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. Yeah, the podcast, at first was more about me talking and stuff, and then I changed it to more of about some of these interviews. And I've been doing a lot more interviewing, but my personal story is on my podcast, the Hope with Jonathan podcast, and I do go into pretty in-depth detail in it. It was a traumatic event, and then of course Kent Bressler's Kent's Kidney Stories. It can be found pretty much anywhere. It's a great podcast too. He interviews a lot of different kidney warriors, so And I actually, when I first started talking with you, I started to mention, Kidney Solutions, because I felt like that you would be a good candidate, to be advocating, and for us to advocate for you as an organization with Kidney Solutions, especially, since you're a preemptive case where you're not on dialysis yet. We need to get you a donor like right away. So I felt like we needed to get you on the site as soon as possible. So anybody that's listening to this, if you're battling kidney disease and you're looking for an organization to help you, you need to check out kidneysolutions.org. We're helping patients that are in need. We looked and searched to try to help patients that are in need to get transplanted preemptively, meaning before dialysis. But if you're already on dialysis, go ahead and contact us as well. We'll help anybody. Just reach out to us and let us know what you're in need of, and as far as being advocated for, and we will try to do our best to help you out at kidneysolutions.org. Leslie, I appreciate you coming on and doing this interview with me. And it sounds like you have a great support system surrounding you with your family, your husband and your son, your sisters, your family, your places of work, and you have an inspiring story. You're battling, currently Alports. Where can people find you on Facebook if they're looking?
If you go into groups and search Leslie Needs a Kidney, you can find my group there.
Okay. Yep, it's right here, guys. Leslie Needs a Kidney group on Facebook. She has her own group. She's got some of her information's there. Also, guys, you can also find her right here at www.kidneysolutions.org. Guys, her information scrolling below, as you can see. She's listed currently in Atlanta, Georgia at Emory Hospital. The phone number is listed there. Do you know the name of your transplant coordinator at Emory?
Her name is Wendy Leedy, Leedy.
Okay. Wendy Leedy. Okay, guys. So you can reach out to Wendy Leedy, and you can mention Leslie Marie White if you're interested in possibly stepping forward to be her living donor. Leslie Marie White also has blood type O. We've already discussed this, that paired exchange will accept all. Again, you can reach out also to www.kidneysolutions.org for more information on Leslie White. Hey, Leslie, so I appreciate you coming on and doing this interview. Was there anybody out there that you would like to maybe say hello to or send a shout out to, or anything else you would like to add to your story?
Just hi everybody. If you want to donate to me, do what he says and read the bottom.
Yeah. What would you say to someone out there that would be a possible potential donor that would think about being your donor? What would you like to say to that person?
I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for offering me another chance at life and possibly skipping out on dialysis. Dialysis can be so hard on your body, and I'm just terrified of it. I just really appreciate anybody who can help me or who can even try to help me. I don't think I could thank you enough. If you want, you can always reach out to me too on Facebook. You can message me and we can talk. If you have any questions, there's a lot of support out there for people who've donated kidneys to people that can help answer your questions. Even Emory could help. Don't be afraid. You're saving someone's life. You could save my life. Thank you.
Yeah, that was beautiful, Leslie. I appreciate your answer, and Guys, you heard it there first. I don't need to add anything else to that. Leslie's said it all there. And I want to let you know, Leslie, that we appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming on and doing the interview with me. And you've always been so kind every time I speak with you. So it's definitely an honor to help you out. And, Hope with Jonathan, we do these interviews out of the bottom of our heart to try to help other patients just like you. So um, I appreciate you coming on, telling your story. We hope that you guys that you found this interview to be educational and inspiring. For more research, you can also Google search Alport's disease to get more, info on that. There's lots of different articles on there. Where do you know where people can go to possibly learn more about Alports?
I'm not really sure, other than maybe kidney.org.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
just do a Google search and
Yeah.
it'll see what it is. And I'm sure
Yeah.
there's other websites that have more information about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
really, and a lot of nephrologists probably, or regular doctors don't pick up on that right away. They usually want you to get like biopsies and everything. But I've never had a biopsy because my sister Michelle, she has, and they confirmed it was Alport's. So I guess they assumed I had it too, but I've never been like biopsied.
yeah.
So because it's in the family, and I mean the criteria, I mean what we both have, we share the same things.
Yeah. Well, it's
We
definitely a unique disease for sure, especially with the hearing loss. How much of the hearing loss have you lost? Are you completely like in one ear, or maybe, or just a reduction in both ears?
I wear hearing aids in both ears, and it's not as bad as my oldest sister that's had the transplant already. Um, I can hear without my hearing aids, but I can't understand what you're saying. Like I can hear something most of the time, but I just can't make out what you're saying. Certain frequencies are harder to, I can't remember which ones. I think it's like high frequencies are harder for me to make out, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
That's kind of like my sister. She wears hearing aids as well. She could pick up on some frequencies, but she's really profoundly deaf. I mean, she doesn't hear much. So
yeah, I can still hear. It's just not very good, and it's getting worse.
yeah.
I went to the
Yeah.
doctor a few months ago, and it did get worse. They had to
Yeah.
change up my hearing aid volume.
Yeah. Well, again, guys, you can find her information at www.kidneysolutions.org and look up Leslie Marie White. She's in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Leslie, I really appreciate you coming on. And again, guys, this has been another Hope with Jonathan interview. We're gonna go ahead and sign off now. Leslie, again, you wanna say goodbye to everybody out there?
Bye, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Yep. Well, thank you very much for coming on Hope with Jonathan. And guys, you guys stay blessed out there. Stay safe out there. Keep yourself protected from this terrible, terrible COVID situation. Use your hand sanitizer, wash your hands, wear your mask. And guys out there, make sure you take care of your kidneys. Okay. If you're showing any signs and symptoms of kidney disease, you need to go get checked out. That decision can change your life. Let me tell you, it can save your life if you just go get checked out. If you're noticing any sort of chronic fatigue, you got, maybe some major issues with you notice changes in your urine output, maybe blood in your urine, things of this nature. You feel nauseated all the time. You have a lot of different headaches. Food just doesn't taste the same anymore. Or you're just noticing some major changes in your body, you need to go get checked out by a certified physician and have them do blood work to rule out kidney disease. Okay, definitely go get checked out. if you want to know more about my personal story that we've discussed on this, you can go to Hope with Jonathan podcast. I have a podcast on there talking about my personal journey. Again, also, you can go read my personal journey at kidneytrails.com. There's a blog on there as well. And again, guys, I really appreciate everybody chiming in, all the commenting and all the shares. It's been another show with Hope with Jonathan. Look for us with more interviews like this. Hey, guys, y'all take care. God bless you. We'll see you. KidneyTrails.com. Kidney Trails is an organization that is dedicated to helping those that may be facing kidney disease by education, inspiration, and motivation, by bringing real-life experience from those that have traveled the road of kidney disease, and also information from the medical professionals to help you on your journey. Guys, Kidney Trails offers blog writings from many different writers and authors who give an aspect and real life experiences with battling kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and more. Guys, KidneyTrails.com has videos. They also offer a podcast called the Kidney Trails Podcast. And soon to be released, a comic book is coming out. Guys, for more information on this, go to www.kidneytrails.com.
I definitely appreciate my guest, my special guest from Atlanta, Georgia, Leslie Marie White. Definitely appreciate her for coming on Hope with Jonathan podcast, doing this special interview, sharing her incredible story with battling kidney disease and in need of a living donor. For more information, guys, go over to kidneysolutions.org. You can find a waiting page and you can find Leslie Marie White. You can also contact us at kidneysolutions.org through a phone number 830-285-2140 and ask to speak with Mr. Kent Bressler. Mention Leslie White's name, and you can go from there. I really appreciate all the support for Hope with Jonathan podcast. It's definitely good to be back. This is another interview that we did featuring another kidney warrior story. Always an honor to do so. Guys, again, look out for more projects from Hope with Jonathan. We have a very special interviews scheduled and lots of different projects coming up. But hey, guys, you guys stay safe out there. Remember to be aware of kidney disease, and also remember to be on top of your labs. And if anything else, remember to always take care of your kidneys. God bless. Take care.